China and Switzerland have agreed to strengthen their free trade deal after 2 years of negotiations. The updated deal will remove tariffs on almost all Swiss exports to China and make it easier for Swiss investors to enter the Chinese market. The agreement will be formally signed at a later date. David Henig is director of the UK Trade Policy Project at the European Centre for International Political Economy. Great to have you on the programme again, David. So look, this free trade deal has already been in place for over a decade. Why has it taken so long to widen it?
Well, actually, by trade deal standards, this is actually quite swift to upgrade it within 10 years. I actually think both sides will be pretty pleased with this. That China has agreed to some pretty good concessions, I think, with regard to Switzerland, particularly given the mood around in global trade of a lot of protection. Set against that, I think this is a pretty good achievement for both China and Switzerland, and I think they are both pretty pleased with it.
But right now, almost all Chinese goods enter Switzerland tariff-free. But Swiss exporters only get that on about half of their goods going the other way. So is that all being evened out now?
Yes, I think that this is a good deal for the Swiss. So and it shows the changing global economy. I think when the deal was first done, it did seem like a better deal for China. The Swiss agreed to remove tariffs on most things. They're pretty favourable to free trade, the Swiss, but they didn't get such a good deal in return. So I think it's quite interesting that China has agreed to remove a lot of tariffs on Swiss products now to make it easier for Swiss companies to do business in China. Yeah. Some very real concessions there. The first time also that China has signed up for certain commitments with regard to environment and labour. So it's quite interesting to me that China has made these concessions now, and I think it shows a desire to show that they still want to proceed with existing trade rules.
So watches, pharmaceuticals, precision things like Swiss watches, those are the big sellers, those big Swiss sellers into China. Which of those industries do you think are going to feel the benefit of the tweaks to the free trade policy first?
I think the most obvious is going to be pharmaceuticals, although tariffs are quite low. I think the other area is potentially and watches, obviously, but the Swiss have quite a good record in complex engineering products and have certainly exported a certain amount of those to China. So I think that that sector, some of which was already tariff-free, but I think that sector will also feel the benefit. But obviously watches is the biggest area of potential benefit here.
Looking at the numbers, Swiss-China trade has grown by nearly 2/3 in the last decade. That's even before this upgrade. So how much further room is there to grow those ties?
It's always a little tricky to deal with trade figures for Switzerland because a lot of it comes down to gold transfers, and that can be kind of taken away. But if I look at them, yes, because the figures have already gone up, I think that this will be more of incremental. I think that the big boost has already come to Swiss-China trade with the signing of the original free trade agreement. I think this won't make such a big difference this time round, but it should serve to at least cement in place the existing trade numbers and perhaps increase them a little bit more. Also, for Swiss companies, this should improve services trade between Switzerland and China, and obviously that's an area where the Swiss will be particularly keen to expand their exports.
David Henig, thank you very much.